Welcome everybody to Qbaby's Let's Be Honest. I have a special guest here.
Hi Monique, hello.
Okay, so Ty Monique, what is your topic that you said you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh Lord, so I've been pondering on this one for about a week or two and trying to figure out how I want to ask. But mine was one of them, many, but I'm going to touch on one.
Mm-hmm.
Why is today's society, why is all these men and women rushing into relationships?
Okay, so when you say rushing into relationships, are you talking about
like moving too fast. Like, what happened to starting with the friendships? Don't have to do it no more because everybody not to phones or anything. Like, be on the phone, knock on doors, chill, music, whatever, dates, whatever it is. What happened to that? How it go jump from like meet somebody on Facebook, hey vibing, hi, meet up, automatically want to start having sex?
Well, it's that's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie, that's a little tough. Like in the way that you put it. I would say personally, like when it comes to that situation in itself,
Well,
dating has broken down.
Hold on, that,
Yeah.
and let me include the fact of them wanting to be in a relationship. So it seems like the relationship is based on sex first.
Well, the simple fact is, when it comes to relationship, definitely with men, this is how we work. It's kind of sometimes it's hard and tough on this one.
I love men.
You know what I'm saying? But for men, sex is what we're after. let's just call it spade a spade.
Thank you. Just when we ask what y'all want from the get go, say that.
But
why don't they say that?
But even if a dude came up to you and said, "I want to blow your back out," you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be down for it. So, in reality, he has to play to your ego, which is telling you all these things, doing things that you want him to do, and then when he finally get the cooch, you see the real him. That's the reason why a lot of women don't pay attention. Like when they do sleep with a guy, or you know what I'm saying, a girl sleep with a guy, we have different connection ways because it all depends on what bracket you fall into. You know what I'm saying? Is if you're recreational, whether you are just a 304, or if you're the wifey one, like, okay, I want to keep her because the way she carries herself, not just because of the sex. You know what I'm saying? It goes on to the characteristics of finding out what that man want, and at the same time knowing what you want, because it's on both sides of the spectrum. Like I know women that can sleep with a guy and not have to give two flying, you know what I'm saying, shits about him. But at the same time, I know men, plenty of them, that clap girls and they have no intention of being with them, but they end up making the mistake of getting her pregnant or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, like for men, the object for us is to get sex, to reproduce. You know what I'm saying? Like it's between those two things. And for us, I don't know how I can put this the best.
It made me think of Lil Wayne songs, like when they make he come to his senses.
Facts. That's literally what it is. Cause I can tell you right now, like after a man busts a nut,
like you can think real clearly.
Yes, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you tell a guy before y'all get ready to have sex, tell him to go jack off and bust a nut, I swear he will not be interested in having sex with you 9 times out of 10.
Cause that's pretty much what he needed to get it off in the first place.
Like it's about busting a nut. Like for a man, it's kind of like how y'all get a period for a whole week. We don't get periods. You know what I'm saying? Ours is like we need to bust a nut. Whether it's, if I can tell you right now, if a tree would ever had a freaking vagina, I'm telling you right now, you'll see a bunch of dudes stroking that tree. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now, you'll see a bunch of dudes do it.
We must be feeling the same way too. But knowing the fact that we can't get it, that even pisses off even more.
Okay, knowing you can't get it, that's a lie.
We can't.
It is easy for women to get a dude to give her some meat. I'm sorry to tell you, it is not one girl in planet Earth that can't get no meat.
That shit is nasty as hell.
What? How is that nasty? Any girl that wants some meat from a dude, she can get it.
Ragging?
Huh? No, not ragging.
Oh, that's what I said.
The ragging is for you to clean yourself and I guess cleanse yourself, however that shit works. I'm not a girl, I don't know. That's between y'all. But I'm just saying personally, even though y'all may want to have sex on y'all rag, but let's be honest, there's plenty of niggas that'll stroke you on your rag. And plenty of girls that's down for stroking on the rag. It's called lay the towel down. You heard that? You heard that before. I'm pretty sure.
Fuck
You
it.
heard that a lot.
Like, bro, just hop in the shower.
Man, shoot, man, bro. I know dudes that'll tell a girl to hop in the shower just so he can eat the coochie. Call him Redbeard. Telling you that now.
I mean, hopping in the shower stops the period for like 30 minutes.
For about 30 minutes to an hour. That's what he said. That's what I said. Like, man. Well, like, no. I'm like, you ain't that serious to eat some coochie, man.
It is not, but I had to test that theory. Like, hell no.
Yeah, you did.
Now lay that towel down. I want to see what the hot shower do because I never paid attention when I came home.
Okay, I'm about to say, damn, you got the hot towel.
Hell no. I'd rather go through the frustration and let that.
But you, at the end of the day, you gotta realize women's sex drives are not on the same level as a man. As much as y'all like to promote that y'all do.
I don't know. It seemed like it on the period days because it seemed like we kind of rapidly.
I'm gonna put it like this: if what you say is 100% the truth, if you're on the same level as a man's sex drive,
Who knows?
if it's even possible for a girl to be on the same level as a guy's sex drive, a man's, I'm sorry to tell you,
No, I don't think so.
it's a reason why 80% of a man's brain is sex. Only dudes that don't have 80% of their brain on sex are guys that get laid. And when I'm saying get laid, I'm not saying they're not still thinking about sex.
That makes sense.
They just think about sex a little less because
they already get it.
Because any hot chick that they want, they can pretty much pick and choose. That's the top tier of guys. But then you have average Joes like myself. We're rarities that can be able to pull women. And then you have guys that literally will kiss your ass and tell you all these fairy tales, even when you're wrong that you're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like,
that's one of my pet peeves.
Man, I'm sorry to tell you, dudes will tell you that you're right even when you're wrong, and they will never debate you on it. They'll pretty much play the yes ma'am card because they know if they don't play that card, they don't get no pussy. But see, in my case, I tell a woman off rip, I'm not going longer than a week without some pussy. Whether it's you or someone else, I'm just make sure it's very clear. I be damn.
You let folks know from the jump.
Of course, and that's
so
the
nobody
difference.
get blindsided.
But think about it. If I'm up front to the jump, because like you had asked me like a while ago, like a few minutes ago, you was like, why I can't, like, what's the difference between being direct and being rude? My thing is I'm very direct, but it comes off to them rude because that's the way they perceive you. You know what I'm saying? Because if I tell a girl off rip, like, look, I'm not looking for anything serious at this moment, or, you know what I'm saying, it's just sex for me. Like, I'm not, like, if you don't want to have sex, that's fine. Like, I'm not hurting, I'm not mad at you if you're not down for that, but I'm just being genuine with you straight off the jump. If we have sex, it's not no relationship afterwards. I cut it off at the knees before it goes too far. Because I don't like leading no female on, you know what I'm saying? And I think some women do that for them. That's the reason why they have the friend zone. The dudes that they say that they're their friends. Those are the guys that hope one day they can get that booty. The only way that their friend zone is balanced where a female can have a male as a friend is if the friend that she has is cool with the boyfriend, which is like your man's best friend, like that's cool with you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where you can have a male friend. Or if you got a female friend that has a boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, and he's real cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's possible for a friendship to be born there, but even that's kind of dicey. I'm not even gonna lie.
Because the closer they know each other, everything's a roll of dice.
I think it's more in the woman's hands if a man can stroke or not. Because you choose the guys that you want to stroke.
That is true, but men can get it up for the women that they want to stroke for.
No, a man can't get any woman that he wants. A woman can choose any man that she wants. Like, majority of women can get any man they want.
Mm.
And men get whatever they can. Like, we're slightly different in that sense.
I hate that it's like that, but it is like that, but I hate that it's like that, and I don't know why it's like that.
Because, number one, y'all have a lock. We have a key. The thing is, if a lot of keys can open your lock, that's a very shitty lock. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, I guess it's a lot of worn out locks.
Thank you. And they think it's still brand new. Just saying.
The minute you take accountability, you'll feel like this woman in this painting, just free and everything. Face it.
Okay.
Just let it get out your head.
Okay, that is true, but a lot of women can't take accountability. A lot of women will lie about their body count, so then whenever their body count get found, because it was this 96-year-old man that was married for over like 60 years to his wife, and he found out that his wife from 40 years back was talking to a whole nother dude, and he divorced her ass. I'm talking, he at the edge of life. And that lets you know how real it is. Something for 40 years.
You about dead. You might, what? That was over.
No, you gotta realize the principle of a man, someone, like, it's just what it is. Like, a lot of women hate that.
I mean, it's facts, but damn, I always gotta hear it.
Well, I'm just saying.
Ain't no arguments with it.
Yeah, like, the moment that a woman sleeps with another man that ain't her main dude, the relationship is over. And don't get me wrong, there are a minority of suckers that we call simps that will still be with a girl that do this. And I'm telling you, like, there are a bunch of simps that will be okay if their girl cheated on them and they'll end up taking her back and they'll be together or whatever. And like, I seen pretty, like I know a few actually, but that's besides the point. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I can't do it personally. So, the best thing I can say is that for men, they need to be better versions of themselves so they can be, like, in a better position to be able to pursue a girl like how you was asking at the beginning of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was asking me a question like, you know what I'm saying? Why is it that people rush relationships? You know what I'm saying? Like, 9 times out of 10, majority of guys are rushing because they're trying to pretty much get in your pants. You know what I'm saying?
Should have known that answer.
But it's really, like, men are very basic. I'm sorry.
I was about to say that. Just,
Like,
just finding new damn ways just to get up in there, like.
you gotta realize.
They just saying, forget the friendship. I'm gonna just go ahead and ask directly what I want and just gonna keep on just going for it.
Well, of course, even if you reject a guy is still gonna try. It's kind of like a man is persistent in trying to get the booty. That's just what it is. I'm sorry, like.
I love having you as a friend.
I'm just saying, it's just being honest. Like, a guy will spend his whole life, if need be, playing like he your friend to get one opportunity to be able to smash. That's why even, like, I talked to this girl that worked at my job. She's like 16. 16 years old. Swear to God, 16. She's like, I got a whole bunch of male friends. Woo woo. I was like, okay, you really believe you got male friends? She just turned like 17. You know what I'm saying? Like about, I think like last year. You know what I'm saying? She turned 17. And then she was like, I got plenty of male friends. I was like, okay, little girl, go ask your male friends would they butter your buns. And she was like, butter my bun? I'm like, yeah, just say that to him and you'll get a consensus of what I mean. She wouldn't go ask her friends. She was like, now I don't have no more male friends. She was mad. She was like, I'm so mad at you. I was like, why you mad at me? She's like, I ain't got no male friends. I found out that they all wanted to sleep with me. I was like, I thought so.
But at least, I mean, of course, all men.
And that's what,
but they got the strong power to hold that back and overpower that. But of course, they gonna want to smash that.
Oh, come on.
I know that fact.
Okay, if a guy want to smash you, he's not your friend. If any dude that is your so-called friend.
Associate, my bad. I don't know why I gotta habit of throwing that out there.
Well, friend, associate, however you want.
Like a belly.
Like Spike. I'm just saying, like 9 times out of 10, no dude that is messing with a woman is trying to be her friend. He's only your friend because you made it clear to him that you are his friend, and that's the only thing y'all gonna be. But he will.
But doesn't mean that you a friend in his head.
And that's what a lot of women get confused. Talking about, I got plenty of friends. I'm like, yeah, you his friend, but he's not your friend.
You just gained a lot of options on you. Take your pick and who
like, you gotta realize a guy is only willing to be your friend as long as his options are limited.
Because the minute you give him what he's asking for.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, even if you, like, so-called gave the guy that you've been playing like as your friend, 9 times out of 10, he'll be a good guy for you. He'll be the nice guy. And the thing about the nice guy, though, is that he's going to be boring. And you don't like boring as women. I'm sorry to say it, like, women do not like boring. Y'all watch too many serial killer movies and documentaries and all that to want to be around a dude that, oh, he's just playing with his coin collection. Oh, he's just over there, you know what I'm saying, building a little Eiffel Tower out of Legos or something. You know what I'm saying? Just some stupid stuff.
Facts. I can't. You gotta be adventurous, spontaneous.
And you gotta be drama. Girls love drama.
No. Ooh.
You love some form
The
of
older
drama.
I get, the more that...
okay, I understand what you just said.
The older I get, the more that
okay.
irritates my soul, and I separate myself.
Okay,
the older I get, that irritates my soul.
So think about it. I have to wait till you get old before you get done with that.
Huh?
And that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about, like, a person has to wait till you get old for you can be done with that.
Yeah.
So you were doing this when you was like 18? Not watching the documentaries and didn't want the drama and all that?
The drama part?
When did the drama for you stop? Probably like 26?
The drama stopped.
I'm just saying.
About 28.
But okay, so 28? Like, that's damn near
That's it, but however, in my defense, the shit followed me.
Like, at the end of the day, you still was liking the drama. It
always end up, so...
Okay, so therefore you like the drama. You can't deny that.
No.
At that time, he was
at that time. At that time, and I said the older I'm getting.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't mean like older doesn't mean always come in which age. Okay. It could come by like each day or each minute ever.
Okay. At the end of the day, if you was in a whole bunch of drama and didn't find your version of what you call peace until you're 28, that means that you have plenty of like traumas that you had to deal with, like from your 18 to that 28. And then you got to the mind space that you have now. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that any dude that mess with you is 9 times out of 10 going to have to deal with your traumas. Not saying you personally. I'm just saying in general, like majority of women throw their traumas onto the man.
It would happen. I would honestly say, it's not like I made a resolution or anything of that nature. I would say up until like last year, probably they would have caught every bit from 8 on up until they would have felt it. Because it's like, I've always been this sweet, kind, compassionate, someone to rely on, fall back on. Share anything you want to, just whenever you need, just right there. And just messed me over to the point that I took what I thought I was used to express myself, being blunt and stuff. I guess I was suppressing more than I thought, and it was gonna get lashed out.
So you just pretty much just agreed like that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. So, as a person that has went through trauma, what do you think could have prevented the trauma from ever happening? like that you could have did to like lessen the trauma that you have been through in the situations? Like, what you think would have put you in a better position if you was talking to like a younger version of you? Like, what would you would have did? Been like,
The younger version of me, instead of telling my sister to not tell anybody, keep quiet, no, but that I'm okay,
mm,
and actually get mad at her for telling. The younger me should have been thanking her and making sure they went full justice served. And maybe I probably wouldn't always blame myself and be lightweight scared, but slowly coming out of it. It's like I could feel a natural vibe that I'm not gonna get hurt. So that's what made me come. But in reality, I'm scared.
well, I can understand. Like, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? With that kind of situation, you know what I'm saying? Like when you get great in that situation. Like I know it's not easy to, you know what I'm saying, speak on the situation because of how it happens or how it made you feel at the time or whatever like
The
that.
killing part, I never talked about it. And who knows, that could be the root to
Yeah.
my internal issues that bearing that I'm okay and helping everybody else
Instead of helping yourself.
instead of helping myself and thinking I healed myself, and in reality I wasn't healed.
Okay. So why let's dive into that a little bit. Like what do you mean like you say you healed yourself? Like how could you
I'm
like,
still healing.
you're still healing?
I'm
Okay.
still healing.
Okay.
Because day by day, because I meditate and I pray, I got back in
Okay. Still
church.
with my meditation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got me on that. You got me on that. And then I got back in church and I'm devoting myself and I'm trying to get myself, trying this line. I'm about to get baptized all over again. I've already been saved as a kid.
Mhm.
And I think another one of my failures because I fell out of church.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to it, I think it would have been good for different people, you know what I'm saying, from our background and our history. It would have been better if we had, like, that father figure and that mother figure to guide us in the right, proper way.
It's crazy. I had her, but I never
I'm talking,
opened up to her.
I'm just talking about, like, both parents to, like, keep
That
you
is
safe
true.
from those kind of situations, to put you in better positions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's very hard for, you know what I'm saying, young black men and young black women to be able to move forward because we're all dramatized in our own way. The only thing that's different is that we have a lot more, I'm sorry to say it, but sisters acting their traumas out on us, acting like we're the ones that did it to them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I don't think like a man that have his own traumas should have to deal with someone else's traumas. Like, it's like, I don't have nothing against the fact that, yeah, she went through what she went through, but at the end of the day, I have my own, and I shouldn't have to suffer for somebody else's trauma that they did to you. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if he took his time, something a man don't do, and open up and tell you his traumas, and you still like overlook it and make
Yeah.
it about you.
Yeah.
And I felt that heavily.
Yeah, like, that's the reason why I say, like, it's like, when it comes to being repressed, men are very repressed because even though we have our traumas, you know what I'm saying, black men or even just men in general, like we have our traumas, we have the things that we go through on a day-to-day basis, and like we go to war, pretty much war with the world. At the same time, we have to come home and go to war with the woman that we supposedly love, and it's just, it becomes hard for a man to be in a relationship or even think about the thought process of getting married to a woman because once upon a time, a woman used to be a man's piece, but now she's pretty much a battlefield. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, fighting against him instead of with him.
True. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough situation. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, as a man, like out in today's like told that anything that we say, you know what I'm saying, is toxic or, you know what I'm saying, we're, you know what I'm saying, misogynistic just because we have our own desires, our own thoughts, and you know what I'm saying, it's just like,
The narcissistic is very big,
yeah.
popular.
Yeah, like I think the But the thing is, I just never heard of a man saying that, oh, this woman is misandrist.
Because I was about to say, out of all the stuff that's getting said, you're not really seeing men just, whatever women is still lashing out at these men, I'm still not hearing all the stuff that men could be saying right back to shut the whole respiratory system down. Even I could see the text and like, bro, I know somebody's gonna get on that. I know somebody, so I be, when I be seeing it, I be over here be flipping it like, oh heck no. So it don't look like I'm just all about women. No, some of these stuff is for the fellas too.
Yeah, like the thing is that like I agree with you fully. Like a lot of people probably think that, oh, I'm just taking the man's side. No, I take the women's side as well. Like I'm literally neutral to both sides and both parties. You know what I'm saying? Because I want men to be better version of themselves so they can be better fathers to their children and better husbands for their wives. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I want women to take accountability and become better wives. You know what I'm saying? So that
that's something was the hardest thing for women to do ever was take accountability.
Yeah, because, like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a lot of family folks, a lot of friends that are single women. And some of them are, like when I sit down and I have conversation with them, they're some of the amazing women in the world that I have ever seen. But the only thing that's so bad about them is that 9 times out of 10, they're bitterish than a mug. They're overweight. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no man. You know what I'm saying? They have this mentality of like, oh, I can do it all on my own. But the moment that it comes to lifting up a heavy box and taking out some heavy trash.
Oh, can you,
Yeah, can you change the light bulb? Oh, the water busted back there. Can you get some?
Can you put gas in the car? I don't even feel like gas in the car.
Oh, somebody, these 4 men, they're trying to grape me. Come and save me. Why are you walking away? You're a man. Supposed to save me. Supposed to protect me. Thought you could do it by yourself.
Said what you said. You gotta specify what you're talking about. If you don't need no man, if you don't need no man, you should be able to do all of these things.
Yeah, like you should be able to, because a man can say he don't need a woman because, like, and I'm not talking about in the sense of what they use it is. I use it in the sense of, like, when it comes to men going out into the world and women going out into the world, the only thing a woman has to ever truly fear is probably getting raped. You know what I'm saying? Getting raped. But for men, the only thing we have to fear is death. Dying. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine your son or your daughter going out and your son don't come back, but your daughter come back and she probably got raped. But your son is in a casket now. Like, one is worse than the other. Not saying that both ain't wrong. But I'm just saying, like...
One is get to live to tell about it, and the other one
is gone. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, it is horrible that any man would do such a thing to a woman. I fully 100% agree with that. Especially the women that are in, like, the sex trafficking and stuff like that. That's even worse. You know what I'm saying?
I felt that I'm like way strong because I didn't, like, end up having that mentality like, hey, all this happened to me, I might as well go and sell it and just really be out there.
Like, I don't want women to go have that mindset.
I shouldn't even have a son.
Yeah, like, I thought, like, yeah, that's the reason why I was going to say, like, either they have the mindset of, oh, I'm going to be a slut bucket, or either, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to switch, you know what I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, yes.
You know what I'm saying, slide over to the other side, you know what I'm saying,
because of that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, because of that. So I'm gay, I'm a lesbian because, you know what I'm saying, I got grapes, so now I like women only. I don't like no man touching me.
But I'm like, you gotta think, sorry, because I date women too. Y'all not just doing oral. You still haven't did it. That's still like the same effect. The other one is plastic and it stay hard, and the other one, once they get what it is, it goes soft and sleep.
Yeah, so we finna take a quick break. My cousin's here.